All right, today I'm going to teach you a method to be wittier, more charismatic. If you are watching this, you're going to learn a very, very beautiful technique so that if you ever face an awkward silence, you can turn it into a golden moment. I promise you. Just watch and I'll show you. But before I do, is it just me or do the plants behind me totally vibe this room? It does, right? It makes it sort of jungly and foresty, right? Yeah? That's the technique. It's called breaking the fourth wall. Breaking the fourth wall. I believe the name actually originated from plays, like the Broadway shows or movies, where, for example, if you go to a Broadway show or you go to a play, there's usually characters, right? Or people performing. And then if this is the actor or actress, there's a wall on this side, yes, a wall on this side, and then a wall on this side, and then a wall behind the characters, yes? But there's no wall here in front. There's only 3 walls. You agree? Yes? The fourth wall is the audience. So when you're breaking the fourth wall, that's the name of this method, you are engaging the audience directly. You're taking yourself out of the dynamic, the typical dynamic of A to B, and you're looking at the whole situation differently. You know who did this a lot? Or what show they did this a lot? The Office, right? Other shows do this as well. That's just one example. But the point is, this is a very useful technique if you want to be wittier, because in order to become wittier, there's only really 2 ways. Either you become poetic with your words, or you're able to look at a social situation and connect it to something else. I'll go over a couple examples to really cement this in. So let's say there's actually, well, let me back up for a second. There's 2 ways you can do this method, okay? I already showed you one way, but I'm gonna give you another alternative as well. So let's say you're a guy and you have a paralyzing fear of awkward silence. That's been a problem for you. After this video and after what I'm about to tell you, you're never gonna have this problem again, ever. I promise you. I promise you. Using this technique, okay? So let me show you. Let me explain to you how it works. Do you mind if I just take a sip? Okay, thanks. All right, so here's how it works. Let's say we're on a date, okay? And I'm the woman, you're the man, or vice versa, okay? And I start seeing that, oh shit, awkward. I got nothing. I've asked all the questions I can ask, and I'm totally intimidated by this date because she's very attractive, and I'm nervous, and I haven't been on a date in 5 years, and I don't know what to do because I've asked all my questions. I've tried all of Payam's techniques. I don't know what to do. Here's what you do. As soon as you see the awkward silence kick in, bring it up. How counterintuitive is that? Bring it up. Let me show you. So we're talking, and crickets. And I'm like, holy fuck. What do I say? Here's breaking the fourth wall. Oh, is this, we're doing it already? We're doing the awkward silence thing? Okay, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. That's it. You see how playful and friendly that is? How fun that is? I'm sure if you were watching, or if you're on a date, and you're that recipient, you're the other person, and I say that to you, weight, pressure, gone. Shred it off your body. Why? Because I've turned something that's usually a dreaded moment into a very fun and playful moment. All I'm doing is breaking the fourth wall. I'm acknowledging the obvious, the situation, but from a sort of a humor angle, right? Just a funny comedic way of bringing it up. Oh, so we're doing it already? I mean, we just sat down 10 minutes ago. Now we're doing the awkward silence? Okay. All right, let's play. You know what? You want to play? Let's play. See what I'm saying? That's all you need to do. If you're a guy or woman, whatever, doesn't matter, and you're sensing the awkward silence, break the fourth wall. Bring it up. It's fun. It's playful. Counter that to what maybe you typically do. So, what are you doing? What are you doing this weekend? Bro, come on, stop it. Stop. That's boring. That's boring. It's lame. That's not charismatic. Use that opportunity. Let's fucking flip the shit by turning something that you consistently dread into a golden opportunity to show that you have a sense of humor, that you're witty and you can bring something up and connect the dots, and that you're easygoing, man, that you're chill, that you're relaxed. Women, generally speaking, will appreciate that. Okay? Maybe not all of them. That's okay. They're not your cup of tea. That's okay. There's nothing. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Okay? All right. So that was method number 1. Here's method number 2. This second method, okay, so let's call the first method acknowledging the audience, right? Acknowledging the audience. This second method, we'll call it flipping the script. Flipping the script, okay? So for example, again, this, by the way, I think you know this already. This is not only for one-on-one dates. This could be for fucking anything. For a corporate situation, an important meeting. To be witty, to be charismatic, to show a comedic side of yourself is being human. This notion of, oh, you have to have this professional barrier and exterior, if you will, all the time in these environments. No, man, this is 1990s way of thinking. That doesn't apply anymore in today's world. Today's world is about owning you and your authenticity, and I'm showing you how to do that. All right. So I showed you one method. Here's a second method. So if let's do a date one again. Fuck it, why not? But again, you can use this for anything. So let's say we're in a conversation and maybe you say something and it reminds me of a movie that I saw, okay? Or a show that I saw. And I pick up on that pattern. You probably do this already. Don't just think about it. Say it. Say it. Here's an example. So we're talking, and maybe you say something, and I'm like, oh shit, that's from that one movie, Miscongeniality, or I don't know, some other romantic comedy, right? Here's what I would say. Oh, you know what you just said? Now would be the perfect time for me to say that one witty remark, you know, similar to those romantic comedies that they used to always come out in the 90s. This would be the perfect time for me to do it. Just like that. I'm bringing up the fact that what just happened is very similar, and the timing of it is what I see in romantic comedies all day long. You don't have to necessarily just use a movie example. It could be anything from a culture perspective, a social norm perspective, anything along those lines. So what you're doing is you're just connecting what is happening in the conversation to a pattern or something else in relation to your conversation. Hey, you know, this would be the perfect time for us to high five. Just like that. It's fun. It's chill. It's engaging. It's intriguing. It's you breaking the typical autopilot conversation, and you're breaking the fourth wall. Again, you can either do it by acknowledging the obvious, acknowledging the audience, like I did with the, hey, it's just me, or the plans look good. All right. Dude, that trip we took 10 years ago, man, that trip was epic. We're vibing, we're driving. I'm like, bro, high five. Fist pump. Yeah. Break the fourth wall. Same with when you're on a date. Hey, you know, now would be the perfect time for me to say a really witty remark like they did in those rom-coms back in the days. Remember those? Just whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just giving you a simple example. You can connect it to anything you want. Many of you probably are already halfway good at this. The problem is that you're holding it in and you're not sharing it. The sharing is the key. Because I know that one of my strengths, I have many weaknesses. One of my strengths is pattern recognition. So I know that this may come a little bit easier to me than to you or to other people. But believe me, I've been where you are. I've been in a position where I felt socially insecure, felt inexperienced, felt very nervous on a date, so on and so forth. But the fact that you now have one fucking bulletproof way to get the hell out of this awkward silence fear by just fucking bringing it up in a very playful way, that should remove a lot of tension for you. Because now if I've removed that major problem for you that you've been struggling with for years or decades, what the hell, bro? What's holding you back now? Go ahead. Tell me. Because I don't know anymore. I mean, awkward silence, solved. Starting a conversation, I've said this 1,000 times. Question, compliment. Continuing the conversation, topic surfing. You pick a word here, go in this direction, go in this direction. You have all the tools now at your disposal to never feel awkward silence and be like, I don't know what to do. Here's the thing though. Are you practicing them? Because just watching my videos, downloading a guide, reading my email on occasion, that's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. There's a famous graphic. It's called the cone of learning. You can look it up. It's called the cone of learning. If you want to master something, whatever it is, whether it's social skills, writing, playing the guitar, reading and watching is on the bottom of the cone. You know what's number one on the cone? Can you guess? Teaching it. Teaching it. And below teaching it, doing it. Doing it. So nothing I say matters if you don't go out and do it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, technique is called breaking the fourth wall. I hope I explained that clearly. I think I've fumbled over a few of my words. See, happens to me too. I'm human. It's okay. There's no such thing as a perfection or a perfect conversation and dynamic. That shit happens, okay? Thank you so much for watching. If you learned anything new, like this video, subscribe if you're new to my channel. By the way, if you need help with starting a conversation, you can check out my free conversation starter guide. The link is in the description. Also, I just launched a brand new community for intelligent men who want to improve their confidence, charisma, and communication. It's called the Charisma Code. You can join. I think there's still spots left. Click the link in the description and you'll get an email with instructions on how to join. But only join if you need and want support, which, by the way, if you want to become more confident, this is rooted in science. It's called self-efficacy. One of the 4 principles of self-efficacy is vicarious experiences, meaning when you see other people similar to you succeed, it gives you the motivation and momentum to succeed too. Because if somebody like you can make it and win, you can win too. But you can't do that on your own. You need a community. By the way, this means community. I just fucking made it up. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye-bye. Got a topic for a video? Let me know in the comments. All right, cheers. Bye-bye.